Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which I am still having a bit of difficulty with after having to take time off to take care of my sick family members. So, thank you guys so very much for doing so. You are absolutely amazing. Let's guess one more card. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Okay. Interesting. So what's interesting here is that the king of when spirit said, like, take one more card, we took one more card, right? We have the king of cups coming up reverse. Now we are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So the king of cups is the highest of the court cards in the cups. So we are reversed. We aren't necessarily seeing our own greatness. And so spirit is saying here, hey, listen, look at yourself. Now note that water sign energy, okay, usually flows in the realm of healing. Okay. Water sign energy is very linked to that. So there's something here that you're needing to do to embrace the personal healing, but also to embrace incorporating healing into your day-to-day life and existence. That's going to be really important because right now you're taking in the energy of the world too much. And the world, I don't know if you've noticed this, it's a bit crazy. So, and I was being sarcastic with I don't know if you notice this. So here, just be aware that you're taking too much of the world's energy on. Okay? You're getting drowned with that emotion, that feeling, that chaos, that everything. All right? It's too much. You need to step back. You need to embrace your heart chakra, which is going to be so important to you during this time. Embrace your heart chakra and embrace your healing. Embrace your stepping into your emotions, yourself, your love, what you desire, what you need, how you're moving forward. The Seven of Pentacles crowns this whole entire reading. And so there's a level of patience here that needs to be embraced, that we need to move forward in. Now, if you want to dive deep into the astrology of it all, in the description box below, I have linked the astrology reading that I did. So we're doing things a bit differently. We have the astrology in one video, and that's for the moon for all signs. And then we have the tarot for each sign here. So let me know how you like this. And yeah, so if you're interested in the astrology, go check that out. With the Seven of Pentacles, there's patience. There's a need for patience to move things forward. We're going to want to rush things, but Spirit is like, listen, you've planted the seeds. Now have patience for things to grow. It doesn't mean that we sit back and do nothing, but it does mean that we show ourselves some grace. We have the Ace of Swords, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe is cutting through a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, a lot of negativity that is around us. We're also going to be finding our voice during this time more and more, stepping into our own ability to create, to cultivate, and to really say what we want and how to move forward. Now, are we taking this gift fully during this moon? Not necessarily, because we don't have a court card or like the justice card where they're holding a sword. So just be mindful about this. It is coming. We don't necessarily feel as if we're taking it fully during this time. With the Two of Wands, there's a door that's being opened for us. We're going to see new pathways opening. We're going to see new ideas coming our way. We're going to be looking at things and having a different view of the future, but also not having the future hanging over our head. It's like live in the moment, live in the day, take the door, like not take the door, but like take the path that is opening to you and see where that takes you. And that's going to be a really cool thing. It moves us to the Four of Pentacles reverse. We're releasing a lot of negative energy. We're releasing a lot of negativity, doubts, fears, chaos, hurts, pains, disappointments, things that have kept us small and held back for most of our lives. And we're going to see ourselves stepping into new power. We're also releasing blockages around our crown chakra, our soul star chakra, which is located 6 inches above our head, our solar plexus chakra, and our earth star chakra, which is located 6 inches below our feet. Again, with doors opening, we have the Two of Wands and then we have the Three of Wands. There's new horizons coming our way. We're looking at things now. Instead of saying, I can't, we're like, why not? Like, why not? But we do have our doubts and our fears. Our emotions can get the better of us. We can think, I can do this. And then we'll feel too much. I don't know why it's coming across almost as if we're opening ourselves up too much. We're taking in too much of the energy. And instead of just taking a thread of it, we're taking a whole big clump. And it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. Right. And it's like, no, you can't. You're trying to spin, right? You're trying to create and weave and spin your future. You just need a small little thread to pull, right? A small little bit to draft. And you're going to see that it's just a small little bit. You're taking on too much. And Spirit's like, you have to put it back, right? Or you have to process it through you if you've taken it, and you have to release. You have to release it like butterflies, like bubbles, like smoke into the wind, releasing and stepping into you. Okay. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of March. So good luck to everyone. That announcement will be in a separate video. So keep your eyes open for that and do not be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box. It will not be me. And if you are interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. By request, by a great deal of requests, there are mini readings now being offered for a limited time. Look for the mini reading on my page, right? And and that's being offered for a limited time. So that is a deal for you guys. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Here we have angelic reversed. Our angels are talking to us for one reason or another, and it's because we're overwhelmed by emotion, we're not listening. But as we ground ourselves, as we step into ourselves, that angelic energy is going to be opening to us. We're going to be listening. We're going to be guided more and more and more. Let's see what our chakra energy is, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Here we have Mother Earth. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. And here, there is that real sense of grounding ourselves, of finding our stability, our security, our way of moving forward. It's connecting with the Earth Mother of us all. And when we do that, we can tend to think, oh, I'm supposed to be super sweet, super kind, super caring. I hear people often say, oh, they're just an Earth Mother. And that's what they mean. They're so self-sacrificing and so loving and so nurturing. And that's very interesting because if you look at the Earth, right? She's caring, right? We live upon her. She nourishes us, right? Our food grows on her and eats her and all that stuff. But she's also tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards. She's not without her strength. So here, when we say connect with Mother Earth, and we are connecting with the Earth Mother within us, it is our nurturing, it is our compassion, but it's also our fierceness that we need to connect with. And that's going to be very important, Scorpio. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Rebirth. It's interesting because we're transforming. This is going to be a transformative time. Whether we're ready for it or not, it's kind of like ready or not, here it comes. And we're resisting it. We're resisting being reborn. Now, the hair, the white hair especially, is a symbol of goddess energy. So there is that sense here that we can be pushing away from a sacred feminine aspect of ourselves. So do be mindful about that. But there is a strong sense of being reborn, of looking at things differently. And we're thinking, no, I don't want this. And yet we're going to see that this time is also a portal time where the world is opening to us in ways that it's not that we hadn't imagined it would. We didn't think that it could. We kind of thought, oh, my time has passed, right? It's not going to for me. And now we're going to see and really be asked the question, why are we judging ourselves off of other people's expectations or other people's timelines when we have never fallen into them anyway? Where we have always gone to the beat of our own drum, where we have always been a bit different, why not embrace that energy and that beauty? If you stumbled across this channel or you've been here for a while, you're not, I don't want to, it sounds arrogant to say you're not like everybody else, but you're not. You're not, there's a difference to you. There's something more that you're seeking. And you're going to be seeing that a path is opening to you. And it's all about stepping into you, not trying to be anybody else or not living for anybody else, but simply stepping in to you. And it moves us here to the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, be patient. Be patient. The fruit, the seeds have been planted. The fruit is growing. You've come so far. You've done so much. To get to the point where the tree bears fruit takes years after planting. And so here, well, even after it starts to grow. So here, just be mindful. Just be mindful that you've worked so hard. We're going to want to rush it. We're going to want to be like, okay, it has to be this, it has to be that, it has to go. Spirit's saying, step back. Step back and look at your prosperity. Look at your success. Count your blessings. We're going to want to accelerate. And if we accelerate too much, we're going to miss the doors that open to us. So just be aware of this. This moon, this time, this new moon in Aquarius is about looking at our blessings, looking at our conscious and subconscious self, and holding space for us, seeing ourselves. We have a tendency during this time to get in our own way. We just have to be mindful about this. Okay? We have to be mindful of emotionally expecting a lot from ourselves, but emotionally being very, very, very demanding on ourselves. We need to step back. We need to step into our hearts. God, Source, Spirit, again, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of our voice and also of a realization of our voice. This is what I want. This is what I need. This is how I'm moving forward. We're going to have a tendency, and we have a tendency as human beings to listen to everybody else, but we forget to either listen to our own advice or listen to what our soul is saying. And so here, with the energy of the Ace of Swords, we're cutting through a lot of nonsense, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, and we're embracing what we need. We're embracing what we desire. We're embracing who we are. And as we embrace our voice, we see ourselves differently. It's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I do have that knowledge. I do have that understanding. This is also slowing down and embracing our thoughts, looking at things and calming our mind. That's also going to help our angels speak to us more and more. And as we do so, we're going to see that power comes our way, that determination leads us forward, and it brings us then to the Two of Wands. The door is opening. We're looking at our future. Now, we've always been looking at our future, and a lot of times that can feel like a burden being hung over our head. We have to do this, we have to do that. It has to be at this time, it has to be at that time. Now we're starting to see doors opening for us. We're starting to say, this is what I need, and this is what I want, and this is how I'm moving forward. Or this is what I need, and this is how I want. And how I want, this is what I want. And it's going to be interesting because as we start to kind of set these intentions, because this is a manifesting moon. This is a moon that makes us very aware, body, mind, and spirit, of ourselves, of what we desire in our lives. This moon can get us out of being stuck if we feel stuck in anything. Check out the astrology. Seriously, it's intense, it's beautiful. And we're going to see ourselves moving forward in ways that we hadn't imagined. But we need to take the chaos of the future off the table. The future is a country we haven't yet visited. The past is a country we'll never return to. Now we need to stay right here, right now, in us. And we're going to see doors open. We're going to see new opportunities come our way. But we have to stay grounded in us and looking, okay, how do I move forward for me? Like, where is it that I want to be? What is it that I desire? We can be looking at the future most definitely, but in a way where it's not, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, not berating ourselves, but saying, this is what I want to manifest. Have a vision board, put up, or write words in your journal that say, like, this is what I want, and repeat those words every day and see, like, does that resonate with me still? Does it resonate with me still? Whether you do it through images, through words, it doesn't matter. You're going to see yourself starting to open up the door and starting to say, what about this? What about that? How about this? How about that? And the doors start to open because you started it yourself by inviting in the energy. It brings us to the Four of Pentacles. We're releasing a lot of worries, doubts, and fears. Like, this is vampiric energy. This is energy from people who have been holding us back, keeping us down, kind of like draining the life out of us, right? That vampiric energy. But this is also blockages that we've had around ourselves, like hurts that we have had, and we've kind of shut ourselves down. And Spirit is saying here, we're releasing that. And we're seeing ourselves move forward. We're embracing what we desire, what we want, what we need. We're looking at ourselves more and more and more. And it's like, oh, why did I let that hold me back? Like, why did I let those words stop me? Why did I? And now we're setting ourselves free. And that's going to be a huge thing. There's also going to be something around the stomach. Okay. So just be aware of this, where there's a freedom that comes in, and there's going to be like a weight lifted off the stomach, or like, yeah, just some sort of like freedom around the stomach. And I don't understand necessarily what spirit is saying, but I know that somebody's going to be like, oh, I get it. So just know that. Also be very mindful about how you're nourishing yourself, because spirit's like your nourishment is so important. So be aware of how you're nourishing you. With the Three of Wands, you're going to start to see your ships come in, your ships go out. Like you're going to start to see new opportunities coming your way, new endeavors opening up. And there's almost a sense of like you were living under a cloud or a darkness with the Four of Pentacles. And now it's like, I don't need that anymore, right? I don't need that. I don't need that hurt, that pain, that disappointment, that anger, that upset. That happened, that's in the past. Remember, we can't go back there. We can't go back to that country. It's like no fly zone type of a deal. So here we're going to be seeing that we're looking at things very differently than we have before. This is things that would have stopped us, would have made us say, oh no, I can't do that. Now we're like, oh, but I can open up those doors. Like, oh, I can move forward this way. And we're going to start to see certain bits of information, certain ideas, connecting with certain people, that it's like, oh, why the heck not? And it brings us then to ourselves. There's almost a fear of fully stepping into our power. There's almost a sense of, I can't, right? I can't take those steps forward and be the king that I want to be the ruler. Now we can be waiting for somebody else to be the king, follow somebody else's lead. And spirit's like, why the heck not take the lead yourself? It is going to be so important. There's a healing coming forward here. There's a sense of seeing ourselves, understanding ourselves. There's a power. And it's going to be very easy for us to be drowned in other people's emotions, other people's wants, other people's needs. That's fine. That happens. It does in life. But we're claiming back ourselves. We're saying enough is enough. I'm not staying small or staying quiet anymore. I'm seeing me move me forward. And as we do so, we have to be mindful not to get in our own way, not to say, oh, but it has to be like this, or it has to be like that, or this is what success looks like. This is what prosperity looks like. We need to look at ourselves and say, what is right for my soul? What is right for me? What am I feeling? Not what the rest of the world is feeling. What am I feeling? It moves us to our moon. So let's see what our moon has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, interesting. So what I think is very interesting right here, right now, is that we have the full moon in Scorpio reversed. And it says a time to release negativity. And we have this over the King of Cups, which represents us in the minor arcana. So here we are stopping ourselves because the card in between is abundance, and that's in the upright position. For one reason or another, we are stopping ourselves from stepping into our abundance. Just putting that out there. Okay? This is a time to take action. Will we? There's a question. We have to be patient, right? We're going to want things to move a heck of a lot faster than they are. But will we have the patience to see how things work out, how things move forward, to take action in a calmer, quieter way? We kind of want to, storm the Bastille, type of thing. But Spirit is saying it's a calmer, quieter way of taking action. It's a calmer, quieter fire that we are embracing, that we are fueling. Will we embrace it? Will we move forward with it? It brings us to the answers you need are coming. And that's with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is that clarity from, again, divinity, God, source, spirit, however you say it, you see it. But we have self-love reversed. So the answers you need are coming. But we first have to love ourselves, or at least start to like ourselves. And then we're going to see us moving forward in ways that we hadn't imagined, with clarity, insight, ideas, a sense of truth, a sense of understanding. It brings us to expect powerful change is reversed. but also an acceptance. So as the doors open, we're really not expecting powerful change to come in, but there's an acceptance of ourselves. There's a way of seeing ourselves. Now, should we expect powerful change? No, not really, because we are going to go on a grand scale. We're going to be like, oh, it has to be, lights, camera, action type of thing. This is going to be a much more subtle change, a much more profound change, but it's going to be quieter. It's going to be gentler. And as we start to accept ourselves, we're going to start to accept the blessings that the universe has cultivated for us. We fall, we fail as human beings. We have heartbreaks and pains and disappointment and losses that bring us to our knees. The acceptance that we go through the hard times, the horrible times, to have the joy and magnificence of the beautiful times is something in life that feels bittersweet. There's an acceptance with the ebb and the flow of the world, an acceptance of our blessings, ourselves, our being. We do expect powerful change, and it will be coming, but it will not be as loud, as razzle-dazzle as we want it to be. And it comes with the acceptance of life, of living. And again, it can be bittersweet. It moves us to luck is on our side. It is. We need to take aim. We need to say, okay, I know I'm releasing all this vampiric energy, all this hurt, all this pain. Self-reflection is reversed. We need to look at ourselves. We need to say, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? As we take aim. And then we start to see, oh, luck is on my side. Look how far I've come. Look at what I've been through. Look at the fact that I'm still here. Astounding. Powerful, beautiful. Take aim and go after it. But look at yourself and reflect on everything that you've done. Not the bad things. We can reflect on the bad things all the time. But they're lessons that we have learned. Everything that we have done, take an aim, go after it. It brings us to meditate and contemplate. That's going to be the last thing that we want to do, Scorpio, but it's going to be a very powerful thing for us. Meditate, contemplate, take it in, drink it in. We're not going to feel as if we've grown. We're going to think growing means a huge change or something. Again, we want something on a big scale. It's going to be quieter. Once we start to see our growth, and it's going to be through certain opportunities coming forward, certain things moving us forward, we're going to start to kind of marvel at where we're headed, what we want, what we desire. And that is really going to be aided through meditation, through contemplation, through a connection with ourselves, our thoughts, and our desires. We need to be very mindful. During this moon, we can absolutely be in our own way, and it will keep us from abundance. And it's not just saying for the 9th of February, we can be in our own way, and that's it. It is saying that for this whole year, we can be in our own way. For, a lifetime, we can be in our own way. Be mindful about this. We're holding ourselves back from abundance because as we release the vampiric energy, we still have the sense of, I'm not worthy. What are we not worthy of? What are we holding ourselves back from? What is it that we desire? So here, with the full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release the negativity it is, and it's time to call in the wealth. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, and that is evolve. And that's reversed. We don't see that we're evolving. We don't see that we're moving. We don't see that we're heading in a very beautiful direction or that we're changing and manifesting, but we are. It brings us to our subconscious chakra message, and that is again the Earth Star chakra. This is grounding, right? The Earth Star chakra is 6 inches below our feet. We aren't rooted right now, and we need to be. We need to be connected with the earth, and we need to be rooted. So here, Spirit is saying, plant your intentions. Look at yourself. What do you need? What do you want? How are you moving forward for you? Grounding ourselves is going to be one of the most important things that we can do. And subconsciously, we're finding it very hard to tether ourselves, to have that follow through, to keep on task. And we might be so rigidly strict with ourselves that we're staying on task, we're doing everything right, but the creative spark is gone. The joy isn't there. So we need to plant ourselves in the soil that is right for our soul, in the expectations that are right for our being. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the 8 of Wands reversed, is just thinking that everything is moving so slow. We want everything to move with a speed. Didn't Spirit say we want everything to move so quickly, so quickly, so quickly? And the Eight of Wands reversed, it's like it's just moving so slow that we're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But it's not. It's not terrible. It's like hurry up and wait almost energy. But if we try to push it, if we try to make everything move and go, we're going to see that it's not going to move and go the way that we want it to. So be patient. Be patient during this time. That's what we were crowned with. We were crowned with patience. Our subconscious tarot message is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We're going to have a tendency of looking at everybody else and being like, oh, well, look at what they have. Look at what they have. And that's just par for the course during this moon and during this time, even during this dragon year, we're going to have a tendency to be like, ooh, what does everybody else have going on there? So being mindful about this is super important because it's going to postpone our own prosperity. And we have such, wonderful new beginnings, like new opportunities is coming our way. It's like the ships are coming into port and we get to see what's coming off them, but like what goodies are coming to us. So here, I'm not looking at everybody else and saying, oh, they got that, I get that. Oh, I wanted that, I wanted that. It's like, okay, I'm looking at my blessings. I'm looking at myself. I'm only worried about me, which sounds egotistical, but you're only living your life. So be mindful about you. Bless everybody else, which is so easy to say and sounds so lovely, but it's really, really hard. So just be aware of that during this time. Our subconscious Luna message is faith reversed. And look at the big picture. Now, we do have a strong Sagittarius energy coming through. So if you're born on the cusp with Sagittarius or you have Sagittarius in your chart, just be mindful that this energy comes through very powerfully. Now, the inner self, the new moon self, the setting the intentions self, that's strong. But the spotlight self, the seeing of ourselves, that one is weaker because that's the full moon self here. It says, look at the big picture and faith. So we're having trouble having faith in the bigger picture of it all, in what we cannot see right now. And that's just important to know. Like we're having trouble embracing that energy, embracing ourselves, sitting there and saying, yeah, you can do it. And Spirit is saying here, bite-sized pieces. Looking at the bigger picture can be challenging for us. But if we move slowly and slowly and slowly and say, okay, this is what I want big picture wise, right? But I can't look at that right now. What about getting this bit done, like that bit done, doing this, doing that, looking at it just like this? That's going to be a really, 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 really important thing. It's like break it into bite-sized pieces, but remember your bigger goal. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. Oh, and we do need faith. We do. Whether it be faith in a tree, whether it be faith in the earth or in orthodoxy, it really doesn't matter. But we do need faith. It's going to help ground us. It's going to help us move forward in the direction that our soul really wants us to be moving in. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.